Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show how to create a nice search bar using just HTML and CSS. So this is the search bar I'm talking about. As you can see, it has a nice design and a little hover effect. And right here we can type something, let's say test, and press this button. Before we start, if you are new here, on this channel I post new videos and tutorials that will help you improve your skills as a web developer so that you can earn more money and live a better life. If you are interested in that, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so that you won't miss any of the new videos that I upload. With that being said, let's get started. Here on my desktop I have an empty folder called search bar, and I've opened it with my text editor, which in my case is Visual Studio Code. I'm gonna go ahead and create a new file, index.html, and another one, style.css. Okay, now I'm gonna create the basic structure for the index.html, and let's make this a little bigger. Okay. And for the title I'm gonna say search bar. I'm gonna make sure to link the style.css file, so link href style.css. And let's start with the markup, which is gonna be very simple. I'm gonna create a div with a class of container, and inside here a form. We don't need an action. And I'm gonna say input of type of text, and I'm gonna give it a placeholder and say type something, and below it I'm gonna put another input with the type of submit this time, and of value search. So this is all the markup we're gonna need. Let's open this with our browser. I'm gonna use Google Chrome, and this is what we have so far. Now we need to turn this into this. And for that I'm gonna go to style.css, and first of all I'm gonna give it some general styling. So I'm gonna select everything on the page using the asterisk. So I'm gonna reset the margin and padding, so margin 0, padding 0, and set the box sizing property to border box. For the body I'm gonna say font family, set it to Arial Helvetica Sans Serif, and I'm gonna give it a background of 333 for a dark gray. Let's take a look. As you can see, it's dark. Now I'm gonna style the container, so dot container, and I'm gonna position everything in the center. So position, we're gonna set it to absolute, say top 50%, sorry, left 50%, transform, translate, minus 50%, minus 50%, and let's take a look. As you can see, now everything's centered. I'm gonna zoom in so that you can see better. Okay. Now let's select the input with the type of text. And right here I'm gonna give it a padding of 1 rem on top and bottom and 2 rem on left and right. I'm gonna set the border to none. I'm gonna set the border top left radius to 30 pixels. Copy this and say border bottom left radius 30 pixels. I'm gonna give it a width of 400 pixels and the font size of 1.5 rem. Let's take a look. Let's zoom out a bit. As you can see, this is what we have so far. It's rounded right here, and right here it's still a square. The edges are still square. Okay, now I'm gonna give the form a display of flex first. Okay, as you can see, they're the same height now. And below, now I'm gonna select the input with the type of submit. And right here I'm gonna say I'm gonna remove the border, so border none, padding let's say 1.2 rem top and bottom and 3 rem left and right, a font size of 1.5 rem, a background, I'm gonna use that blue color, so RGB, and let's say 50, 151 and 218. Okay, the color is gonna be white, so FFF. Border top right radius, I'm gonna set it to 30 pixels. Copy this, and border bottom right radius 30 pixels. Okay, I'm gonna give it a cursor pointer, and let's see. As you can see, it looks good, but now I want a hover effect. So if you look like the original one right here, when we hover over it, it darkens a bit. So I'm gonna say input type equals submit, column hover, and I'm gonna say background RGB, 40, 120 and 173. Okay, as you can see, now it hovers, but I don't want this this blue line right here. I think it looks kind of ugly, especially since the corners are round, and the same here. So let's select input, just input, since both of them are input, and I'm gonna say focus, and I'm gonna say outline none. And as you can see, now it's gone, but now this hover effect is too rapid. As you can see in the original version, it takes a little bit, so I'm gonna add a transition right here. So transition background, let's say 0.5 seconds, and as you can see, now it works. I'm gonna say test, and this is the search bar. So this is it for this video. If you liked it and it was useful to you, make sure to click the like button, leave a comment below if you have any questions, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.